Morning. Starting the day off moving equipment. So Dad is spreading the last of the wheat. BJ's going to be turbo tilling wheat today. So Dad and I, after this dew burns off, as you can see we had a pretty foggy morning. After this dew burns off, Dad and I are going to work right around the grain bins. It's just going to be the two of us. And then I think Dad and BJ are going to my nephew's last football game. Which, if that's the case, depending on if they get done with the wheat, I'll either finish wheat or I'll keep, where am I? Or I'll keep harvesting beans. So getting that wheat in the ground, that will be the priority over the bean harvest because it is supposed to rain. Well, we got a 40, a 40, and a 20, so 100 acres in 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. So take BJ a little bit, especially having to do it twice. So I'm gonna go get Dad's head as well. I need to call him, see if we need fuel in his combine. Then we got a grain cart and a combine to move. We got 2 trucks to dump. But as you can see, it's gonna be a while before we can run beans anyways. Mild change of plans. Dad's on his way here, so while I'm waiting on him, I'm gonna go ahead and dump a truck. We're gonna move his combine now. I'm just gonna take him down there when I go get the head, and then he's gonna go back to spreading wheat, I think. Yeah, boss man's here. So we decided to go ahead and move the cart and the combine first, and then we'll run up here and get Dad's truck and the header wagon. So we had something come up we forgot about. We had a test plot beside the house, and it's one of the last fields we're putting wheat in. Well, the combine that did that test plot for the seed company did not have a chopper on it. So I'm gonna take the bush hog down there and basically bush hog their piles of beans, stubble, because it's just in little, you'll see it. We need to go spread it out. There's what we got. I don't know what kind of results they were going for on this plot. They're trying different hybrids, but man, they left at least 2 bushels of the acre on the ground. More than, I mean, there's beans everywhere. I don't know how accurate their results are going to be. Okay, now we're gonna get the Thunder wagon. Dad's combine needs a little bit of fuel in it. And by the time we get that fueled up, I'll blow out his radiator for him. I'd like to blow off the front of my combine, maybe even clean my windows. I got the power washer here, might as well. It'll be time to go. Be go time. Go time. That and the neighbors, they're right over there. I see them fueling their combine. If Dad sees them beat us, oh, he'll be all in a tizzy. Bringing BJ some lunch before me and Dad hop in some combines. He's got quite a bit of turbo tilling to do. Now we got finished up in this truck. Dad is fueling up his combine. We're just harvesting right across the road. I don't even know if we'll move the trucks. We might just park them in the driveway and cart everything over here. There's a little bit of everything running today. We got a John Deere, we got a Case, we got a Gleaner and a Lexion. All within a few hundred yards of each other. So while this truck's dumping, I'm gonna move the grain cart down to the field. Yeah, this truck is probably good where it's at.
Okay, we're hooking up, get started here today, as usual. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever it is, almost 2 o'clock. Finished sowing wheat, I had to get it spread. And BJ's working it in, so he probably won't be here to help us today. Later on, maybe. His son's got the last football game, 5 o'clock, so we're going to quit and do that. Yeah, we first ran here along the road. Not very big beans. They're tall. Yeah, first plug up to here. This ground's today going soft and rough. This was an acre plot. They were supposed to harvest, they didn't. I don't know what was going on. It's rougher than the dickens, the dirt's soft. So I hope it ain't gonna be like that all day like this field.
Well, at least we don't have to move the header wagons. Looks like Dad must have broke a section already. Picked up a rock.
Dad must have done something to the cutter bar. He gone.
And I seen him going home for parts. So normally when this happens, we'll try to fix the combine ourselves. That way the other one's still rolling. But if it gets to the point where I can help him and we can get them both going again, I'll go help him. Fingers crossed he didn't break anything too serious. Oh no! This must be a point in the head that flexes a lot because I've replaced 3 sections on this head and they've all came from right here. But that's actually that's just dirt. Oh crap. Alright. I guess we're good again. Okay, well that took a while. So far, I wish I had my McDon cutter bar back. So we put the same cutter bar on Dad's McDon head, and I don't know that I'm a fan or not. Seemed like the other cutter bar design, it was way easier to work on. That means we're full. So the cart's still across the road, I gotta go grab it. Also, this field was Agco's tillage plot. They've got some stakes I gotta pull out. I don't think it would hurt anything if we had to hit them. These metal flat, or they're just flags, but still gonna grab them. Oh, I guess that might have hurt. There's my son. So we are harvesting right beside their school. And by God, he wants to come ride with his dad after school, so we can do that. Oh boy, it's the whole herd. It's gonna be comfortable in here.
Emmy, Mom's sitting there.
Hey, Emmy, help it Livy up.
Emmy, Mom's sitting there.
Where are you gonna sit, turd? You can sit in the big seat? Yeah, you might have to sit in the floor. Livy, you smell very chapsticky.
I found this.
On the playground.
How was school, everybody?
Good. That's
You
enough
guys
side.
drawing on my windows?
They are, and so is she. Hey! I haven't yet. I haven't yet, but I will.
Well, they're in an intense game of charades over here on the window with the dry erase marker. You guys leaving or are you still riding or what are we doing here?
Leaving.
Us girls are leaving. You're staying, right?
Why?
So this part of the field that we're in, this was the chisel plowed section. And man, I've never combined beans in chisel plowed ground. I guess I have, but we ran a field cultivator over it. This was just finished off with the VT. Probably not aggressive enough. There's still a lot, it's just not smooth. I mean, there's lots of little, you can see all the blades basically. We needed a field cultivator and a land roller really to to smooth this down, I'm afraid. Seems like in the chisel plowed ground that there's more vegetation growing now. I guess I'd have to ask Dad to see if he maybe didn't spray this because it was maybe tilled or something. I don't know. Seems like there's more fall weed pressure here. Eating on my food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I folded it.
Hey, gotta get out. Let's get a rock. We gotta get a rock. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, it's probably just a piece of dirt, bub. Yep. It's a lot of dirt. But it looked like a rock. Here, catch. Let's go. So this part of the field had cover crops, and here's slug damage. So we originally didn't think we had much slug damage out here. It turns out the cover crops were so tall you just couldn't see the slug damage. But that's what was here. When we dug, we found the slugs. Daxie, you ready to go to a football game?
Yeah.
Alright, I think your mom's over there to get you.
And I'm gonna drink some. I'm gonna drink some more of this.
Coke? No thanks. Time to dump some trucks. Everything's loaded. Just me. So the Turbo Max broke down, and we've got 20 acres of wheat left to turbo till in. So I don't know if BJ's gonna make the football game or not. Him and Dad are working on that. Apparently the lift pins on the Turbo Max broke on the main section, so I think they'll be able to fix it pretty easily. I just had to get a backhoe. Good time. First one down. Might as well get the cart. So once we get this stuff emptied, we'll start running again. Yep, she's full. Look both ways. Safety first. Well, that's dumping. We're gonna walk down here and bring the other truck up. Yeah, by then I'd say they'll be back from the football game and get back to harvesting maybe. Time to recaffeinate.
Ah, squishy. Alright, this one's unloaded. I'm probably going to leave this one for tonight.
We got 2 trucks in the grain cart, 2 combines before we have to worry about it. So
It's 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. The odds of us getting there are pretty slim, I'd say. Dad's here. He's going to get the guy back in the cart. Get the buggy out. Dad's going back over to the football game.
It's just on the other side of the combine. Nephew's last junior high football game, so hopefully they bring home the victory. But while they're doing that, I'm going to get some beans knocked out. But first, we gotta get this iPad. This is our iPad for the scales. The worst part about using an iPad is the batteries die. So we can use the scales. I will usually leave this thing open and on while the tractor's sitting there, and it won't really charge up any because it's not hot all the time. Oh yeah, I could definitely clip that auger. She hangs out a little ways. So this flex head should do really well here. This is the field we call the log yard because, well, it used to be a log yard. So whenever I bought this property, there was a gravel road every 40 feet because they had logs stacked in between. So we dug out the gravel. That's what's left of it right there. Parked the grain bins on it. Made great base, but now this feels very rolly where we dug out those roads. It does this. This should do much better than the McDonald. But the only thing is, there's lots of gravel in it. I just seen a piece of gravel going in. There's definitely a boulder right there, though. But
wish my GoPro was charged. You can really see the Crary keeping those smaller beans, like every now and then the stand's real thin here, and it is blowing those beans right on the belt. Really doing a good job in these smaller beans like this. Fortunately, these beans aren't near as good, but this is one of those fields where you take what you can get. It used to be a log yard, for God's sakes. I mean, not exactly the prime dirt on the farm. So we're still in the log yard, but this part of the log yard field, we actually just started planting the last few years. It was a pine forest, so lots of just very uneven ground where stumps used to be and whatnot. But yeah, if we don't pick up a rock, this head should do much better here than the McDon. So oddly enough, the pine stand part of this field is actually really good. Not really what I expected. I think this is the third crop, maybe the fourth crop we've raised on this pine stand. And yeah, it's been pretty good every time we've had crops here. Kind of makes me regret building a house on it. This is where I'm building a house. Now there's 13 acres of former pine trees. We're building a house on like 1 acre of it. So, but the reason I keep saying that this head will perform better than our McDon, this is a flex cutter bar head, and our McDon is a winged draper. So the McDon flexes in 3 places. There are certain terrain types where that is a better suited head. A couple other good things about that head with the McDon, you can really put the teeth on the reel. This thing's spinning around. You can put it right on the ground and flip beans that are down into the combine because it has a constant height or constant gap between the cutter bar and the reel. This head can, like if we go over a mound of dirt right there, it will lift that part of the head up and you can cut all the teeth off your reel. So it has stops in it where you cannot lower it too far, which kind of sucks when the beans are down. But the air system kind of negates that. All in all, I'm still not sure which head I like the best. I'd want the air system either way, but I don't know if I like the flex cutter bar or the wing draper the best. Like I say, in certain situations, they each have their place. Had some real pretty skylines the last few nights. Now, unfortunately for you guys, the windows are so dirty you can't really tell. So I just went ahead and brought the cart iPad with me. I mean, it works on Bluetooth. We're close enough to it. So yeah, this works fine. Now I can charge it the whole time. But we gotta add this field. I hope this is going to read. I think that's all the lights.
Here back from the football game. BJ's still running wheat, doing wheat, cover wheat up. He's went for the ball game. Now he's got about 20 acres to do. We'll be done. Hope they get done before the rain tomorrow.
Just about done with this field, which is good because we're kind of trusting some things. We could use a drink, and I don't mean a drink of course. See that light right there? Well, when I bumped that building with my auger, I hit some kind of sensor, and now it thinks my auger's out, which is okay, but that light comes on and comes off with the auger, so it's quite annoying. Let's see, there we go. Hadn't noticed it till today. And then also my auger light comes on and off with it. Alright, gotta go dump the cart. Well, she's getting tough, using all the bunnies. And then we'll back down, and then we'll go back up, and then we'll back down, and then we'll go back up. It's definitely getting tougher. But we only have about 1.5 acres. Then we're done. Well, that's the end of that field. For that kind of ground, not bad at all. We'll take it. But we're going to go move the stuff into the hoop barn, come back and get this grain cart, and then I reckon that'll be it for the night.
Smell onions. I wish they were mixed in spaghetti. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, leave us a comment. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, pretty much every social media at Brian's Farm Videos, and we'll see you tomorrow.